5 facts about Shin Uchiha. Now, in the next couple episodes of Boruto, we're going to be crawling into the Gaiden arc, and it's going to mainly be focusing on Sarada Uchiha, but the main villain in that arc is going to be Shin Uchiha. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 facts about Shin Uchiha. Without further ado, the first fact about Shin Uchiha is that their goal is to revive the Akatsuki and also kill Sasuke Uchiha. Now, this is mainly because Sasuke Uchiha killed Itachi, and the Shin Uchiha clones were fixated on Itachi so much that they actually changed their last name. It was not because they had the Sharingan that their last name was Uchiha. It was for the main fact that they loved Itachi so much and they idolized him and they wanted to be like him, so they took the name of Uchiha. And that is also where they got the idea to revive the Akatsuki. As you guys know, Itachi was part of the Akatsuki, so basically the Shin Uchiha clones are just proteges to Itachi, or they feel like they're proteges to Itachi. They want to just carry out what he wants to carry out. But in fact number 2, we have the fact that the Shin Uchiha clones are just merely spare parts for the original Shin Uchiha clone. This is kind of ironic because I'm going to give you a little bit of spoilers, but the clones actually killed the original and told the original that he was old. I'm pretty sure you guys know who the original is, and if you guys don't know who the original is, I'm going to put it on the screen and 3, 2, 1, bang, you guys are seeing it right there. And you guys know the clones, and I'm going to be showing the clones right now as well. The clones were actually supposed to be just spare parts to the original, so the original could basically be immortal. If he would get injured, then the Shin Uchiha clones would take his organ and then put it into the actual original, or if the original is being low on blood or something like that, he'd put that into the original. Or if the original lost the Sharingan, the original would take that from the clone and make it his own. So as you guys see, like, the clones were just basically spare parts to the original. And if you guys know, Shin actually translates to new from Japanese, so you kind of get the naming from there. Fact number 3 is the fact that the Shin Uchiha clones have the ability to use time space ninjutsu, almost like Kamui, and it looks exactly like Kamui, but I don't think they're gonna have that body tangibility that Obito actually had when he was in Naruto Shippuden. So these guys can actually use time space ninjutsu. They could like take somebody and just transfer them to like a different dimension or something like that. But we really seen this happen with the little pet they carried around. And the little pet they carried around, I'm gonna be showing it in the video, it had one Sharingan, and it looked like that's all he could do was the time space ninjutsu. But we kind of seen a little bit of the original Shin Uchiha, and he looked like he was about to do the Kanwa. I think he said something along the lines of, "I'll take the girls with me as well." But from that, you kind of understood that he had the time space ninjutsu, or the Kanwa as a lot of people like to call it. And also from this, it's basically spans from the fact that they all have the Mangekyo Sharingan. Yes, all the clones, and I did touch upon this in one of my last videos, but yeah, they all have the Mangekyo Sharingan, and that's extremely crazy. When we talk about all the clones that they have, all of them have the Mangekyo Sharingan, and prior to that, it was only about 3 or 4 people who even obtained the Mangekyo Sharingan, and now you're talking about possibly hundreds of clones with the Mangekyo Sharingan. That's extremely crazy. Fact number 4 is that they can manipulate weapons via telekinesis. And we actually seen a little bit of this being introduced in the actual Boruto anime a little bit. It's not really confirmed, but we did see some girl and she was manipulating a puppet and didn't really look like she was using chakra strings. So the puppet might actually be controlled via telekinesis. And there's been a lot of speculation that she might be a big player or a big character later on in Boruto's series, and I don't know about that. But the thing about this is that I know telekinesis is probably going to be a huge emphasis in Boruto. I know it wasn't really an emphasis in Naruto Shippuden, but the fact that she probably has it and the Shin Uchiha clones probably have, that's going to be extremely crazy when it comes to the ninjutsu that these guys can actually use when it comes to guerrilla warfare or being sneaky with their attacks. You guys see right here where Sasuke has the sword in his hand, and the next second the sword is automatically in Naruto's stomach. That's the power of telekinesis. That's exactly what Shin Uchiha does, and that's what I mean by guerrilla warfare, being sneaky with your attack. I think that ninjutsu might be extremely overpowered because kunai, swords, shuriken, things like that is not going to work against Shin Uchiha. He's probably just going to use it to his advantage and make sure that you guys stay on your toes and be worried about anything and everything he does when it comes to the telekinesis. So a person with a sword, or a person with extreme kunai or shuriken mastery that basically specializes in that, is not going to be a good fight when it comes to Shin Uchiha, and that might be extremely overpowered. Fact number 5, and the final fact on this list, is the fact that Danzo himself used a part of the Shin Uchiha technology. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys probably did know this, and a lot of people probably did know this, but the arm that Danzo had actually came from Orochimaru, and Orochimaru took that and interpreted it into the Shin Uchiha clones and the Shin Uchiha experiment, as you guys guys know, the original Shin Uchiha has a whole bunch of Sharingans in his head and a whole bunch of Sharingans in his arms, so it basically expanded from the Danzo thing, and it looked like it did really work well for Danzo because we know how that party went. Sasuke basically took all of his Sharingans out. But that's been 5 facts about the bull Shin Uchiha. Let me know what you guys think about the facts in the comment section below, and if I missed anything out when it comes to other facts, let me know in the comment section below and let other people know in the comment section below. I think this video was extremely helpful to the people that didn't really read the manga, and I know a lot of people don't really read manga, so I'm gonna be giving you a couple Gaiden videos in the future. Stay tuned for that, but make sure you comment in the first 15 minutes to be featured in my next Boruto video. But it's been your boy Baara B.